Hello, class 5th. So, we have been studying chapter number 9, Force and Energy. I know that this chapter is long. Yes, it's a really long chapter. But keep patience, we will finish very soon. Okay. So, last time we studied about the advantages and disadvantages of friction. We also studied about the wind energy and different type of forms of energy, and as you can see on the screen, renewable energy and non-renewable energy. Yes, so we studied about all these. So you know that what is energy? Energy is the ability to do work. Yes, energy is the ability to do work. Energy make the things happen. The energy in sunlight makes plants grow. The energy in food enables us to move and helps us to keep warm. And the energy in fuel powers engine. Yes, am I right? And you know that there are three main type of energy: potential energy, kinetic energy, chemical energy. And what is wind energy, kids? What is wind energy? Wind energy is a renewable energy source that uses wind power. Yes, wind power to generate electricity. So wind energy is used to generate electricity. The primary means to obtain it are the turbine windmills. Yes, how do we obtain wind energy? We obtain using the windmill. Okay, and other forms of energy like chemical energy, thermal energy, magnetic energy, electrical energy, nuclear energy, geothermal energy. So there are many forms of energy. And if we talk about the advantages and disadvantages of friction, yes, there are a lot of advantages. Which are the advantages? It may help us to enable to walk. Because of it, the car stops. Writing is possible because of friction. Fixing nail on wall due to friction. Lighting a matchstick is also the reason behind. Holding the utensils, it also happen due to the friction. And if we talk about the disadvantages, there are many disadvantages like soles wear out, tires wear out because of friction generate heat, brake pads wearing out. Yes, and stone step wear out. The slowdown of the speed, the reason behind the friction. Yes, and as you can see on your screen, look on the screen, we studied about the renewable energy and non-renewable energy. So what is renewable energy? Energy that cannot run out. There is an infinite source. Yes, that source is known as renewable source. So the sources of renewable energy are infinite. These sources are known as renewable sources. Okay, and non-renewable energy, the energy that can run out, there is finite source. Yes, the sources of non-renewable energy are finite. These sources are known as non-renewable source. So if an energy source is not renewable, then money invested it may eventually go to waste. For example, if nuclear power plant is built and uranium runs out, what do you do with the remaining buildings? It will go to waste. So there are two sources of energy: renewable resources and non-renewable resources. So if we talk about renewable resources, these are those resources which can be renewed in short time. Yes, renewable resources can be renewed. Yes, you can make regenerate them again. Like wind, you can generate again. Water, yes, it's available in enough quantity. Yes, these do not cause any pollution to the environment. Yes, these do not cause any pollution, and these are the actually a free gift of nature. Yes, they are the free gift of the nature. Wind is free, air is the free gift, water is free gift. Yes, am I right? So and air, water, and the sun also provide energy. Which energy? Solar energy. which is a free gift. Yes. So, and if we talk about the non-renewable resources, these are those resources which cannot be renewed in short time. Yes, it takes long process. Yes, suppose if the petrol and diesel, if petrol diesel is not available, then what will happen? It will take lot of time to regenerate, because petrol diesel forms automatically. Yes, they forms automatically, you cannot form them. Yes, we get petrol from the sea. Am I right? When the lot of animals die, then after thousand of years they make the fuel. They converts into these energies. Yes. So and these causes pollution to the environment. Yes, because of petrol. When the petrol burns, it produces carbon dioxide, which causes pollution. Yes, am I right? So and one more point, these are not the free gift, so we should use them wisely. Yes, we need to use them, but we should use them wisely. And mineral oil and coal are some of them non renewable resources. Mineral coal oil. Okay, so I hope you understood renewable resources. These are the resources which cannot be renewed, and non-renewable resources can be renewed. Renewable resources are free gift of nature. Non-renewable resources are not the free gift of nature. Yes, and renewable resources do not cause any pollution, but non-renewable resources, these are the reason behind the pollution. Okay, which are the renewable resources? Air, water, solar energy. These are the renewable resources, so they provide us renewable energy. And which non-renewable resources provide non-renewable energy? Mineral oil, coal, all these are, etc, etc. I hope you understood. Now let's study a new point, symbol machine. Let's move on the next point. Okay, it's now let's understand simple machine. So, what is simple machine? So, a simple machine has that simple machine which has not so much moving parts. Yes, it is very easy. Simple machine make our work easier. Yes, what is simple machine? Simple machine is that machine which has not more moving part. Yes, so machine make our work easier. Yes, if I ask define machine, then what will you say? Define machine. Machine is that tool which make our work easier. What is machine? Machine is that tool which makes our work easier. Machine is that tool which makes our work easier. So there are two type of machine: simple machine and complex machine. Yes, there are two type of machine: simple machine and complex machine. In your book, in detail given about only simple machine. Okay, so simple machine is that machine which has not more moving part. Okay, so as you can see in the picture, you can see the bicycle. Nail is also a machine, simple machine. Yeah, you can see the knife, a hammer. These are all inclined plane. You can see these are a simple machine. Yes, hammer. X is also a machine. Pulley is also a simple machine. So and mainly there are six type of simple machine. Yes, there are six type of simple machine. Wheel and axle, point number one, wheel and axle. Okay, second is pulley, third is incline plane, fourth is wedge, fifth is screw, and sixth is lever. In lever, about lever we'll study detail. Okay, lever, screw, wedge, incline plane, pulley, and wheel and axle. These are six type of simple machine. Okay, so we will study about them. We will study about all these machines in detail, one by one. Okay, remember kids, simple machine can be put together in a different way to make complex machine. Yes, okay, when you put join two machine together, when you join two machine together, then it becomes complex machine. Yes, so complex machine is formed by simple machine. Okay, like you might have seen the car is a complex machine. Okay, and the engine of water engine, maybe any kind of engine, that is also a complex machine. Okay, so in complex machine there are many moving parts. Okay, and but in simple machine there are few moving part. Okay, and simple, they all the machines make our work easier. There are 6 type of simple machine. Okay, wheel and axle, pulley, wedges. Okay, so we will study about all these: lever, screw. We will study about inclined plane. We will study about all these one by one in detail. Okay, first of all, let's begin with wheel and axle. Let's move on the next point. Okay, it's now let's study about wheel and axle. So, what is wheel and axle? So, the wheel and axle are a simple machine. The axle is actually a road that goes through the wheel, which allow the wheel to turn. Yes, you know that in between the two tires there is a road. Yes, you might have seen the road. That road is actually known as axle. Okay, so which is fit in both tires, so both tires work together. Okay, or it may be possible it is found only in single tire. So wheel and axle are simple machine. Yes, they are very simple machine. The axle is a rod that goes through the wheel, which allow the wheel to turn. Gear are a form of wheel and axle. Yes, if we see the example, screwdriver, doorknob, they are the example of wheel and axle. Yes, screwdriver, doorknob are the example of wheel and axle, and it consists of a wheel. Or another definition, as you can see, of axle. What is axle? It consists of a wheel rigidly attached to a rod. Yes. Okay, it was all about wheel and axle. Now let's study about pulley. Let's move on the next point. Okay kids, now let's study about pulley. Pulley, pulleys. So there are two type of pulley: fixed pulley and movable pulley. Okay, there are two type of pulleys: fixed pulley and movable pulleys. So you can see two picture. Yes, can you see two picture? The upside picture is actually a movable pulley, and the downside picture is actually a fixed pulley. Okay, uh, so what is pulley? Pulley is actually a round type structure. You might have seen. Okay, uh, in old time people use it to draw the water from the well. Yes, if you have seen, then so pulley are wheels and axle with a groove around the outside. Yes, pulley are wheel and axle with a groove around the outside. Yes, it has a groove. Pulley need a rope, chain or belt around the groove to make it to do work. Yes, so it has a groove, and axle and a wheel which help to move. So three things: wheel, axle and groove. So we need a rope or chain or belt to make it work. You might have seen, or if you ever gone into the farmers field, then you might have seen that engine, the wheels of engine actually a pulley, which there around the that wheel has a belt which you rotate as the pulley rotate, which make it to do work. Okay, and which help to draw the water, or or it is found uh, to draw the water from the well, yes, to pull the water. Because without pulley, if you try to pull the water, you will have to apply more force, you will have to apply more force. But when pulley is available, you can easily draw the water, yes. So pulley make our work easier. There are two type of pulley: fixed pulley and movable pulley. And so I hope you understood about the pulley. Now we will study about the inclined plane. Okay, inclined plane now we will study. Let's move on the next point. Okay, it's inclined plane. So you know that there are six type of simple machine. Yes, we already studied two. We have already studied about wheel and axle and pulley. Okay, so before we study about inclined plane, let's revise what is wheel and axle simple machine and what is pulley simple machine. So what is wheel and axle? You know the screwdriver. If you have seen screwdriver, doorknob, the lock up the doorknob, they are actually the example of simple pulley machine. They are the example of wheel and axle. Yes, screwdriver, doorknob, they are the example of wheel and axle. So kids, what is wheel and axle? The wheel and axle are simple machine. Yes, the wheel and axle are simple machine. Yes, and what is axle? Axle is a road. Yes, axle is a road that goes through the wheel. Suppose these are two wheels. Suppose these are two. My hands are. You can imagine that my hands are actually wheel. Then if I attach with the road between them, then which is actually act as an axle. Okay, so the axle is a road that goes through the wheel, which allow the wheel to turn. Wheel to turn. And gears are a form of wheel and axle. Yes, gears are actually a form of wheel and axle. So, and screwdriver, doorknob, they are also form of wheel and axle. So I hope you understood. And what is a pulley? Pulley, you know, fixed pulley and movable pulley. Yes, there are two type of pulley: fixed pulley and movable pulley. So what is pulley? Pulley are wheel and axle with a groove around the outside. Yes, there is a groove outside on the outside, yeah, from which we attach the rope, chain or belt. Yes, a pulley needs a rope, chain, belt around the groove to make it to do work. Yes. Now inclined plane. Inclined plane. Inclined plane means a bend plane. A bend, just like my hand. Now look my hand. It is bent. So that kind of plane is known as inclined plane. It is a simple machine. Yes. So as you can see in the picture, yes, which is you can see the part of the house. Uh, we make with, you can see the made of wooden structure. Can you see the wooden structure near the, we make it near the step, which is actually inclined. Yes, this is inclined plane. And if you go to hospital, you have seen the ramp is actually inclined, which is actually at 60 degree. Yes, they are not at 90 degree, they are around 60 degree. We make around 60 degree. So they are the example of inclined plane. So what is inclined plane? An inclined plane is a flat surface. Inclined plane is a flat surface that is higher on one end. Yes. So one end of inclined plane is higher. One end of inclined plane is higher. Another end of inclined plane is not higher. Yes. So inclined planes make the work moving thing easier. Yes, it make our work easier. Suppose if you want to load the things in the truck, how will you load? If you want to load the things in the truck, how will you load? Well, you have another option that you lift the thing and put into the truck. But imagine if the things are heavy. If the things are heavy, then how will you put? Then how will you put? You need a plane, so you can easily push. You can easily push, and it will go up. It will go up, and in this way you can easily push. That's why ramp are made in a hospital. Yes, because of ramp, if any patient is ill or any patient, then it lies on the stretcher, and stretcher easily move on the ramp. If you have gone to hospital, you might have seen the ramp. Yes, ramp is the example of inclined plane, or any plane which has one end is at higher, which is bent at 60 degree, which is actually simple machine. Okay, I hope you understood about inclined plane. Now let's talk about wedge. Wedge, veg, wedge, not, it is wedge. Yes, okay, wedge. Let's move on the next point. Okay, kids, now let's talk about wedge. Wedges, wedge. So, wedge, what is wedge? Two inclined plane joined back to back forms a simple machine which is known as wedge. Yes, when two inclined plane join together, suppose these are two inclined plane now, they are joining together. Okay, so this is known as wedge. Two inclined plane, you can see. Yes, so you might have seen X have two inclined plane. Yes, the front part is sharp, and the back side part is blunt. Yes, and in the knife you have seen this. Wedges are used to split things. Yes, they are used to split the things. So it was all about wedges. We no need to learn too much about this topic, wedges. It's a very easy. Okay, so two inclined planes joined back to back. This is called wedge, and wedges are used to split things. Yes, wedges are used to split things like knife and axe. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, it's screw. Screw is also a simple machine. Well, I no need to explain too much about it. Okay, it's very easy. So a screw is an inclined plane. Screw is a inclined plane wrapped around a shaft or cylindrical. Yes, as you can see in the picture also. Can you see in the picture? So you can see that there are inclined plane, as you can see in the picture. There are inclined plane which are actually wrapped you can see around the cylinder. Yes, around the structure, which is actually in a cylinder shape, or in a shaft, in a rod shape, or you can say shaft. So a screw is an inclined plane wrapped around a shaft or cylinder. Okay, and the inclined plane allows the screw to move itself when rotated. Yes, these is inclined plane actually allow the screw to move itself. That's why if you have ever tried to fix the screw, then you might have seen that because of inclined plane which are present on the screw, it moves and it fits automatically. Yes, if you have seen this one, then okay. So a screw is an inclined plane wrapped around a shaft or a cylinder. The inclined plane allows the screw to move itself when rotated. Okay, it's enough about the screw. Now let's move on the next point, lever. Okay kids, now let's try to understand lever. So what is lever, as you can see in the picture. Yes, so a lever is actually a system which is made of which has three things: load, fulcrum, effort, and a point which is known as pivot point, which is at the center. You can see in blue color. So lever system consisting of a bar which is actually a rod pivoting on a fulcrum. Yes, pivoting on a fulcrum. Fulcrum is the center point. Okay, to lift a load, to lift any load. Yes, so the effort means force required is related to the position of the pivot and the length of the bar. So I spoke different word: load, effort, pivot, fulcrum. So what is the meaning of load? What is load? So load is weight which we need to carry. Okay, and effort is a force which is applied, and pivot is the part, and you can see in the picture in the shape of triangle. Okay, where the point is fulcrum present. So what is fulcrum? Fulcrum is a point around which the lever pivot. Yes, fulcrum is the point around which lever pivot. Okay, so lever pivot like this. Okay, so there are three type of lever: first class lever, second class lever, and third class lever. Let's study one by one all these lever. Let's move on the next point. Okay, it's first class lever. So what is first class lever? In a first class lever, the fulcrum is in the middle. Yes, as you can see, the fulcrum is in the middle. Yes, and the load and the effort is on the either side. Yes, okay. If you have seen seesaw, crowbar, they are in this form. On one side you sit on, and another side is applied effort, then it moves. Yes, this is the example of first class lever. Yes, so what is first class lever? First class lever is that lever in which fulcrum is at the center, and load and effort are either side. Effort means force. Okay, so effort helps to move the load, it helps to carry the load. Okay, you might have seen the seesaw. You have seen seesaw in garden, and crowbar is used to carry the load. Okay, they are the example of first class lever. Now let's talk about the second class lever. Let's move on the next point. Okay, it's second class lever. So second class lever, as you can see in the picture, fulcrum is on another side, load is at the center, and effort is at the same position. So in a second class lever, the fulcrum is at the end with the load in the middle. So second class lever is a lever which is defined as when the load is at the center and fulcrum is at the end, that lever is known as second class lever. Yes, example, you can see wheelbarrow. If you have seen wheelbarrow or bottle opener. Yes, when you use bottle opener, the opener of the bottle is at the center where the load is present, where you apply the effort from the last corner. So fulcrum is at the center, you handle it from the center possible, or you handle from the last. Okay, so which is the example of second class lever. So nut cracker, bottle opener, they are the second class lever. And which are the example of first class lever? Seesaw, crowbar. Okay, in first class lever fulcrum is at the center, and in second class lever fulcrum is at the end. Now let's talk about the third class lever. Let's move on the last point. Okay, it's third class lever. So in a third class lever, as you can see, effort is at the center and the lever is at last. So if you have seen the stapler, in stapler we handle from the center, yes, we apply the force from the center, and load is always at the front, and the last part of the stapler is always fixed. Fulcrum means the fixed part. Okay, so in a third class lever, the fulcrum is again at the end. Yes, the fulcrum is uh, at the end, and but the effort is in the middle and load is at the front. So stapler, pair of tong, if you have seen the tong, chimta or fishing rod, yes, they all are the example of third class lever. Okay, so I hope you understood about third class lever. Now it's time to ask question from you, because now the our chapter is finished. Let's move on the last point. Okay, it's question number 1. What is lever? Explain its types. What is lever? Lever is actually a system consisting of a bar pivoting on a fulcrum to lift a load. The amount of effort required is related to the position of the pivot and the length of the bar. And there are 3 type of lever: first class lever, second class lever, third class lever. Yes. What is first class lever? First class lever, in a first class lever, the fulcrum is in the middle and the load and the effort is on either side. Like example, scissor, crowbar. And if we talk about the second class lever, we can say that in a second class lever, the fulcrum is at the end. The fulcrum is at the end and the load is in the middle. Okay. Like bottle opener, wheelbarrow, nut cracker. Okay. And if we talk about the third class lever, in a third class lever, the fulcrum is again at the end. The fulcrum is again at the end, but the effort is in the middle, like stapler, pair of tong, fishing rod. These are the example of lever. Okay, and question number 2. Now, question number 2. Question number 2 is write a short note on following simple machine: screw, inclined plane, wedges, pulley. So, what is screw? Screw is a simple machine. A screw is an inclined plane wrapped around inclined plane, which is inclined plane is wrapped around a shaft or rod or a cylinder. The inclined plane allows the screw to move itself when rotated. Okay. And if we talk about the wedges, wedges actually two inclined plane joined together. Two inclined plane joined together. Wedges are used to split the things. Okay. Knife, axe, these are the example of wedges. And if we talk about the inclined plane, an inclined plane is a simple machine. An inclined plane is that machine in which a flat surface that is higher on one end, like ramp in a hospital, you know about it. Pulleys, if we talk about the pulleys, an inclined plane is a flat surface that is higher on, sorry, if we talk about the pulleys, if we talk about the pulleys, we can say that pulleys are actually wheel and axle. Pulleys are wheel and axle with a groove around the outside. There are 2 type of pulley: fixed pulley and movable pulley. I hope you understood. It's very easy. Okay. Now the chapter is finished. Now we will meet in next class with new chapter. Till then, bye bye.